the shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just wanna praise ya. I just wanna praise ya. Guess what we're talking about today? Music. And don't talk about my singing either, because I'm very sensitive about that, all right? Anywho, music. Everyone loves music. You may prefer one genre over another, but everyone loves music. Music has the ability to bring people together. Music has the ability to elicit certain emotions from us. Music can be connected to a fond memory that you have. It also can be connected to a not so great memory. Music has the ability to lift our spirits. It has the ability to bring joy into our hearts. It has the ability to bring joy and love, right? But music can also affect our thoughts. It can affect how we view certain things. It can affect how we see people. It can affect how we live over the course of time. And so because of the power that music has, we have to be careful about the types of music that we allow into our ears, into our hearts, into our spirits. The Bible talks about the issues of life flowing from the heart. It also talks about how out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh, right? That as a man thinketh, so is he. And so we have to be careful about what we listen to, what we allow into our ear gates, if you will. Growing up for me, we didn't listen to Christian music. We did not listen to gospel music. I really didn't go to church growing up, but that's a whole nother video that I'll do. So in our household, all we heard was secular music. We heard music, of course, from the 80s. We heard some older songs from like the 70s. I grew up on music from the 90s. Like, that's the music that I vividly remember hearing. 2000s, early 2000s, mid 2000s was when things started to change. You know what I mean? Like, I knew the music, but it was like I was kind of going through this transition where I was trying to listen to more gospel music, more Christian music, because early on in my faith walk, I didn't really know a lot of Christian songs. I just didn't, you know, because as I said earlier, I didn't grow up going to church. So a lot of hymns that I hear now, you know, the only reason why I may know a few of them is because over the 20 plus years I have been attending church where I am now, you know, we've heard it sung over and over and over again. You know what I mean? So eventually you start catching on, right? But it's nothing that I can say I heard growing up, right? So I was in a place in my early Christian walk where I was like, okay, Christians should be listening to Christian music. Now, mind you, I did not have any like reference from the Bible to support that. That's just what I thought, right? I just thought that Christians don't listen to secular music. They listen to Christian music. So I need to start listening to Christian music, right? And so I was like, all right, I'm going to, you know, put it on this certain station, right? And I'm just going to listen to that when I'm going to work, or I'm going to listen to that when I'm traveling, right? Y'all, I struggled because I was like driving. I would be like, I don't want to listen to none of this. None of this sounds interesting to me. I can't bop to this. Like, what is going on? Like, it was like torture. And I hate to say that. I hate to admit that. But it was torture. Because I was like, what am I listening to? And I then started going back and listening to secular music again. Okay, I went and turned it back to my regular station. And I'm in the car bopping and bopping and bopping and bopping. Ooh, ooh, right? And eventually, as I began to come to church often, right? Because if you saw my last video, well, not my last video, but if you saw some of my older videos, I talked about how my church attendance wasn't really consistent. How I was coming late, I was leaving early, I'm missing praise and worship, like I'm trying to miss all that. And so it wasn't until my attendance became regular, right? And I was actually staying throughout the entire service, and I'm learning songs through praise and worship, that there were certain songs that really resonated with me, certain songs that really spoke to my heart. And so as I began to learn about those artists, I was like, well, maybe I should just kind of delve into an artist catalog. Maybe I should start there. So at that time, Kirk Franklin was, popping. So I started, listening to some of his songs. Yolanda Adams, I started listening to some of her songs as well. But the artist that really, 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 really resonated with me was Donnie McClurkin. I love me some Donnie McClurkin. Okay, we fall down, but we get up. Okay, like I said, don't talk about my singing. All right, so I love Donnie McClurkin. Like he spoke, like his songs ministered to me. And so over time, I began to, listen to more and more and more songs, listen to more artists like J. Moss. I started listening to more like choir songs. I can't really name any right now, but I started listening to more of them. And what I want to say is, music should bring you closer to the Lord. If you're going to listen to music that is going to bring you closer to the Lord. Listen to music that's going to uplift you. Listen to music that is going to bring forth worship and bring forth praise. That is the music that I encourage you to listen to. So when it comes to influence, you have to be careful not only of the friends that you surround yourself with. You not only have to be careful with what you watch on television, but you also have to be careful about what you listen to and what music comes into your ear gate. Because we always want to draw closer to the Lord so that we can reflect Jesus Christ, so that others can see the light that is within us.